What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to the concluding third episode in this three-pack Sunday. I hope you guys have enjoyed the previous two episodes. Your support on them is always very greatly appreciated. We come up against Detroit Arsenal here in the semis of the tournament. Robin Van Persie, so whooping it away. And for the first 3 minutes of the match, this guy had been an absolute dickhead, just knocking it around the back. That was the first time he tried to go forward, and we so whooped it away from him. And Van Persie, leading the break, finds out about Europe for an easy little tap-in. Poor defending. You deserve that all the same. Very poor marking from me right there. I should have used left trigger, right trigger to try to swoop in front of Gerard, but was unlucky to do so, and he came in and smashed it home. You guys left me some suggestions in the second episode and said these are a few of the players that I'd like to see you get. So I went to work farther towards the end of this episode, trying to get some of those players and get this out to you very, very quickly. And I gotta say, I added a player into my own, and the hybrid, that the additions that we made to the side make them amazing. An incredible side we end up with by the end of this episode. Only got to play one game with them, though, before because I want to get this third episode out to you guys, hopefully prior to 2 p.m. EST, which should be possible, because I'm doing this commentary sometime about noon, and we already got 1,000 or so ratings on the first episode, which is amazing. That's what I love to see. A little bit lucky right there to swoop that in with Reyes. And that gives us the 3-1 victory and sends us on into the finals of the tournament, which is all about getting those trophies. And we're actually coming up to the point now where this will be our 31st trophy, coming up on 169 wins. Some of that dirty talk. So that's quite a nice little record. But Robin Van Persie, shockingly enough, his arm is injured. I guess arm's not really his thing, but we've got a few fitness cards for him. Not right here, but I go out and I buy a few. I think I ended up buying them for 200 coins, just a couple of bronze ones. Sometimes that's cheaper. End up going into the final after we get the fitness and the healing sorted out. And we're ready to go. And this guy had Kindo had his team Barcelona, and I don't really know what the striker. I just don't know what to say. But he was playing on a 3-5-2 ultra defensive, and his team was sitting so far back. I can't say that enough. Adam Johnson beats Sanchez to the inside though, and slots it away nicely with his right foot. He will be one of the players that is replaced in a few minutes here. He's going to be one of the players moving on. He'll probably chill out on our bench for a little while. Just in case we want to use him, I suppose. But Rakitic doing some nice passing. Finds Johnson again, and he's actually been good for us. He gets himself into very good spots. He's one of the most underutilized players, but that's one of the reasons we love Nasri right there. That little hop step over to the side, just a teensy-weensy little skill dribble in the 53rd minute and puts it away nicely. I saw a lot of people that were like, oh, get team of the season Silva, get Modric. Guys, I prefer Nasri to all of those players, hands down, no question about it. He fits my play style perfectly. He plays, the way he kind of plays default on the CAM position is kind of the way I feel like I play the CAM position when I play virtual clubs. So pro virtual clubs. I guess it's virtual Pro clubs with my virtual pro. That was just an absolute fail. How did I get myself that turned around right there? Oh, goodness gracious. But Adebayor getting free finally, and he's never going to miss a little easy shot like that. 4-0 is the final score to this match, and we have won yet another trophy. Puts us at 31 trophies, 169 wins. A good little spot right there. So we're closing in on we're not too far away from the 200 win mark, which is quite good. And by that 200 win mark, hopefully we'll have something around, I guess, what would that be possible? 35 trophies, which is pretty darn solid. Trophies, I guess, if you guys are kind of new to this path to power, I only play in tournaments with this team. So, our record is okay. We've had a few disconnects, had to back out a few times when it's frozen. But as you can see on the screen, all our players have sold. We've got 336,000 coins, so a few coins to play with. And we go out and we buy David Avila, a player that I have never, ever used on Ultimate Team. I've always thought about trying him out, just didn't really build La Liga teams until recently. And when I realized, I was like, whoa, these teams totally fit my playstyle if I use a 3-5-2. So this is great. Pick up David Villa and pick up the first in-form Ben Arfa. Unfortunately, he had a boost card on him with the steroids. I hate when I have to buy players like that. But if the price is right and they're in my formation, sometimes you just got to do it and play a match and be done with it. But we also pick up Super Mario Balotelli, the I-Man of the match version, 138,000 coin buy now in our formation. Pretty solid stuff right there. So the last 125,000 coins, at least some of it will probably go to getting the, I think it's the third in-form Pepe. I don't know, the 88 Pepe. He goes for somewhere around 80-ish thousand coins. So once I find a good deal on him, we will probably pick him up. Don't really feel like replacing Rakitic or Martin Caceres at this point in time. Maybe we'll put man of the match Khedira in for the last of the era, but that is still up in the air. As I think Nasri, with using Balotelli, he's going to keep his chemistry real high between that and Ben Arfa, so there might not be any need for the last to give him a French boost. Come up against this guy, 4-3-2-1 formation, which can always be a bit challenging against with a 3-back, but with the additions to the side, we were good to go. This side is amazing right now. At least they felt that way. Only played one match with them, as I said, but David Villa is beyond a handful on this game. I have no idea why I do not see him more often. I think it might be because he got injured this year and people maybe have forgotten about him a little bit. I think Spain were missing, well, I guess they weren't really missing him because they won anyway, but could have used him in the Euros. But he on this game, his movement's absolutely amazing. Ben Arfa getting inside, and one of the cool things about this formation is a lot of times your left mid will come into the middle and switch with the cam, and the right mid will do the same. So Ben Arfa in the middle, excellent. David Villa in the middle, excellent. Nasri on the wing, excellent. So those three kind of rotating is a very free-flowing style that just works for me. And I would highly recommend this team to just about anyone. Maybe we'll look at picking up the second informed Ben Arfa, but at this point, I just don't see any reason why. David Villa getting in nicely, and that little finesse shot of his is nearly unstoppable, feeling after a wonderful skill run from Ben Arfa, giving us a lead that would never be given up there. In the 30th minute, and on our way to victory, 3-0 up at this point in time. Adebayor and Balotelli are just absolute forces to be reckoned with up front. Very big players, very strong players as well. And they both have 4-star skills, so you can't really ask for anything more in your strikers. I think Balotelli stands either 6'1" or 6'2". Adebayor at 6'3". So if I wanted to get real desperate at some point, I could start crossing it in, but I don't really need to do that more often than not. Their foot skills are strong enough. They're quick enough. They're not obviously overly pacey, but Balotelli showing off his strength there. Just puts Vermaelen on his back, and another scoop chip to seal the deal for us in the 85th minute. And this episode is coming to a close. As always, guys, a like is very greatly appreciated. I do appreciate your support on all of these episodes. I will put up a Facebook poll as soon as this episode, well, as you're watching this episode, the Facebook poll should be up, so vote for the nationalities that you'd like to see in Deck Decider. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.